Does anyone know what PS3 stands for? If you don't, that's okay, because someone asked me, and at the time, PS4s were out, and I was like, oh, it must be like an older version of the PlayStation, because that sounds right, right? Yeah. Yes. You pique their interest, you share it, and you threw a chat. Yes, JV, you can absolutely put the Google form in the chat. All right, perfect. So PS3 is pique their interest, share the information, and through a call. And I'm doing this, some of y'all know, but if you don't, at least you have notes to give to your team. So it is pique interest, share the info, and then three-way call. Now, I have not been doing this as long as a lot of you have been doing this. I'm just going to preface that right now. I am not an expert by any means. You guys are used to Megan, who has given you the information, and that she's the boss. Y'all know that she has brought so many people to so many places. And I came in and I learned from her and some other people that were in that first company I came in, but they were all doing the same steps. And I know Megan has her 7 steps, and they're about the same way, right? You're going to go through and you're going to find the people in your phone that you, and really, and here's the thing, I'm going to be honest with you guys. The steps are go and call everyone you know, right? Call everyone you know in your phone. How many people, and I want you to be honest right now, how many people have called everyone you know in your phone? How many people have done that? Put a 1 in the chat if you've done. If you really did, don't put a 1 in the chat if you haven't done it. This is honest time. If you have done that, put a 1 in the chat. You called everyone, right? I'm going to tell y'all, it took me probably, I want to say a good month. It took me until I was earning money for me to call everybody in my phone. And I know it was like 125 a week or something, but it took me some time before I called everybody on my phone. Cause I'm like, I don't even know exactly for sure what I'm doing. So I don't know if I can call everybody on my phone because they're going to think I'm crazy. I'm still not sure that I'm not in a scam. Like I'm still not sure what's going on. I need to know all the answers to all the questions. And while I was sitting there trying to figure out all the answers to all the questions to make sure everything was okay, and I didn't make some kind of impulse decision, a month had went by. And guess what? A whole month, 30 days had went by, and I had not called anybody. I had kind of messaged some people here and there that I kind of maybe found on Facebook, and I had enough people at the time. It was 10 that I could get 125 a week. And I was like, okay, now let me call the people on my phone. And so for that day, I called everybody on my phone. I did exactly what Megan said. Let's get on the call. I have the Zoom. I want you to get on. I want you to listen to information. Do you want an extra $500 a month? Could that help you? Because $500 will make or break any household in the US sometimes. So let me say like most of the time, right? It's going to make or break it. So I was like, I don't know if I can do this, but let me do it. And it was very nerve wracking, but I did it. And I was and a lot of people were like, huh? But I had a lot of people say they're getting on my Zoom call, and I was so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get on the Zoom call, and it's going to be packed out because it's my own Zoom link. It's going to be packed out. There's going to be all these people. I'm so excited. And I got on there and like 4 people, and it was bad, you guys. I was sad. Nobody cared. Everybody thought it was a scam. And I'm doubting everything. And one of the people that was on there, she was so nice. She was supporting me, and she signed up. And then she had a call the next day. And she had 80 people sign up from her call because she called everybody she knew. Every single person she knew, she called because that was what I told her to do. I was like, you know what? If it works, let me just try it. Let me just try doing it. So I told her to call everyone you know, get them on the phone, and tell them that you are having a Zoom call. You are launching your business. Well, I can't even type, you guys. You are launching your business. So she did it. And she had all these people show up, like 100-something people. And before we would even off the call, people were signing up because she was just doing the information. She was just sharing the info. And really, it was like a 1-pager at the time. You can just play the video. I sent some of you guys the video. You can just play the 15-minute video, or you can just read the presentation yourself from my vibe. That's fine. Tell them to sign up. That was it. She told them to sign up. And right now, you guys, they can sign up for free. For free. That's it. Tell them to sign up for free right now. Right? That's it. Now, they're going to have questions. They will have questions. And everybody hears this all the time. And it sounds kind of cliche, but I promise you, it isn't cliche because it's absolutely true. I have to make this small. There are three people. There are three types of people. Someone's going to say, yes, I want to do it. Three types of people. And y'all can put in the chat if you know these people, right? Yes, we are recording this. There are three types of people. Yes, let's go. Right? Yeah. Then there's no scam, stay away, right? Then I have 2011 questions. Those people. Right? There we go. I have 2011 questions. This is the truth. I'm not even joking. There are these people and they're going to have more questions and you're not going to know because all you were told was to pique their interest and get them on a call and do a 3-way call. So you definitely don't have the answers to these questions. They've got them. They've got all the questions and you don't know. So, whoops, there we go. They will have questions. Those people that have questions, great, you're on a call. We're not going to do a call with 20 trillion questions, right? All your questions, I need you guys to call me. So they call me, get them on the phone. And Jonathan, are you on unmute, Jonathan? Because I know you know what I'm talking about.
I could unmute myself though. How you doing, everybody?
So Jonathan's on my Zoom call. I just did my Zoom call. Jonathan's trying to raise his hand and I'm not letting Jonathan raise his hand, or he can. I'm not letting him unmute. I'm just saying, look, you guys, thank you for hearing the information. I want you to give me a call if you have questions, go sign up, whatever. Thank you. Bye. I'm closing the Zoom right now. Jonathan is calling me. Ring, ring, Jonathan. You're calling me, right?
Yes, I am.
Hello.
Hey, Tony. How you doing?
Just fine. Oh my gosh.
Good.
Thank you for my call. And did you get my link so you can sign up?
Listen, I did. I sat there through the whole thing. I was kind of confused a little bit here and there with like the product rollouts and, just like the compensation and all that. I'm definitely interested, but I just need to know like how the products are really going to help.
Okay, so listen, hold on one second because what I have is my business partner and I'm going to put him on the line to answer some of your questions. Just hold on. And then Jonathan could say whatever he wants at this point because it doesn't matter. I've already started adding someone to the call. I didn't wait. I personally do it this way because I like to just kind of be like, listen, I don't want to get stuck answering your questions because I don't know what's going on either, but I don't want to tell Jonathan. I also don't know what's going on. I just know that I've seen the information and I believe in it and I understand what's about to happen. So I just push the button and start adding on like my iPhone. If you have an Android, I'm sorry, this training isn't for you. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm always on the iPhones, but
I'm hanging up. Call's over now.
So if you have an iPhone, what you do is you click add call, you add the person, and there's a little button that says merge call. And so what you do, hold on. Hey, it's all right. Okay. So what you do is you click merge call. And so the button will come up and what you do is you just start pushing merge call really quickly. So as soon as they answer, the call merges, right? So now it's merged. Now, Jonathan, you're now going to be the 3-way call person, right? And I'm going to be talking to the other person. So I've merged the call and Jonathan answers. Jonathan?
Hey, Tony, how we doing?
Hey, great, Jonathan. I've got David on the phone right now, and he just came to my launch call. He loves the information. He has some questions. David, this is Jonathan. He has been in this business for over 2 decades. He has all the answers. He loves helping people. Jonathan, go ahead and David, here you are.
Hey,
Now,
David, how you doing? This is Jonathan.
One
so
second,
I heard.
Wait. Before Jonathan, as soon as I stop talking, you guys, I put my phone on mute. Big part of that. Okay, go, Jonathan.
Oh, hey David, how you doing? This is Jonathan Marino, aka Coach Johnny M. So, how can I help you? I heard Tony said that you might have some questions, but she also said that you're interested in it, and that I like right there. And then he would say, "Yeah, whatever I just said about the products," and then I would go somewhere like, "What did you like about the products?" Because you always want them to tell you what they like about the product, so you can use that as leverage. Be like, "Awesome, okay, so you do like forex. You know what forex is? So you've been in forex before." Great. So we actually have some of the top forex trainers in our back office right now, giving the most amazing training on the market. How does that sound? Wouldn't you like to leverage that information so you can start earning on the same day that you join? And then he'll be like, yeah, but with Forex, we've been in different companies. And then you'll be like, that's absolutely fine. Everyone's going to be in a company that fails them. The people don't fail the company. The company usually fails the people. And that's from lack of support. But over here, as you can see, you have trainers and coaches like me and Tony that are right on it. As soon as you call, we answer and we make sure that you're on the right path to success. What else did you like about the video? I never ask him what didn't he not like. I always ask him what does he like, and then we'll keep going. And then I'll close up something because you have to be a strong caller. You have to be a strong closer. Okay, you have to convince them to say yes, and then you'd be like, "So, what do you do for work right now?" Oh, nice. How long have you been there? Oh, 5 years. Nice. When you first started, did you know exactly what you was getting into? No, exactly. You have to learn on your way there. The only difference is that at your job, if you want a promotion or more money, somebody's got to get fired, retire, or die. Over here, the money is in your hands. The actions you take with the support we give you make sure that we keep putting money in your bank account. How does that sound? Listen, sign up. You can actually sign up for free. Okay? Jump on our next Zoom call, and then we're going to rock and roll. And I guarantee you, as long as you stick close to us and you follow our steps in our training, you're going to tell your boss, I'm done.
And this is where you guys are going to hear these three-way calls. So you're going to hear them and you're going to be like, and thank you so much, Johnny. You're going to be, and y'all, Johnny has built teams. He's done the thing. He's built teams. So it's not like he just pulled us out of the air, right? You're going to hear these three-way calls and you are going to be able to do them later for your team, right? And how you talk to people. So you saw how Johnny talks and how I talk are two different ways, right? It's because you have to be you. You have to be authentic. You have to be you. And if you don't do that, people are they're gonna hear it. They're gonna feel it. They're gonna hear it. Have you guys went somewhere and wanted to buy something or get something and someone you could tell they weren't being themselves and they're kind of just shoving it down your throat and you're not sure what's going on and you just need that time? That's okay. Some people are going to need time. And let me tell you, those people are amazing people to use this product. They can come in, they can take their time, they can dip their toe in it, they can figure out what's going on. We've got the Elevate program. It's free right now. There's nothing even to think about. It's free, right? I would tell you guys, get them in. It's free. Get them in on, if you want them to go to your own team training, make a group. Me and Javian made a group and we just did the thing. We had calls, we had teams. He had his own group. I had my own group. I would get my leaders on and we would do calls and they would bring their people if they want, or they would take that information to go do trainings for their own teams. And that's really what you want to do. You want to go find people that are right now, especially that are passionate about what you are doing, because later you really want to share this with people and you can't share it with a billion people on your own. I don't care who you're talking to or how many Zooms you have or whatever. You're always going to have hundreds of people messaging you, calling you, needing help, etc. And you are going to be overwhelmed if you try to take care of a huge team by yourself. I always talk about this huge team I built. And I say that, but it wasn't me who built it. I brought 7 people to the table as my referrals or personals or whatever they're called in your business, right? And me and those people developed more people and more people and more people. And we found people who were like us. So while there may have been in a group of 10,000 people, 50 people that were leaders and building teams, they were the rest of those 10,000 people, those 9,000 and some odd people were customers using the product and their lives being changed. And that's what this is really about, is finding your leaders And that's who you're going to find with the peak interest. You're going to find your leaders who are going to learn to do what you do and love what you do. And it's going to excite them. And you're going to have this group of people. You don't want to have 500 leaders because they're all going to need questions and you don't have that many hours in a day and you're going to run yourself ragged. You need to find your people and your tribe and develop those people, how it works for them. And maybe you don't have that expertise, but your upline does, or your sideline does, or, Megan absolutely does. Johnny absolutely does. You'll find those people. Do whatever you need to do to help you become the leader you want to be, to develop more leaders, You want to build leaders, because when you have a team of 10,000, you're not going to have 10,000 leaders. I can tell you all that right now. You're going to have a team of 20 to 50 leaders, and they're going to have their leaders and their leaders, because in the end, what we're doing is we have this ecosystem that is going to change people, and they're all going to be a bunch of customers, and your leaders are going to be the ones walking with you, really helping you change things. Let me see. I'm currently, oh yeah, if you guys.
Can I just add something real quick?
Yes,
To the
absolutely.
PS3. So this is very important, and it's a major key to your success and closing. So it is always good, and this is what I used to do a lot. When I sent a video to people, or if they watched the video, I would try to get in contact with the person that just did the presentation first and ask them if they're available for PS3s, okay? Because what you want to do is you want to put the people on your phone, your prospects, with the person they just saw. And if you can and you have time, depending on, the time the other person has, make sure that you call the person first before you merge. It is some people you just might have to merge right away. But if you call me, you'd be like, hey, Johnny, this is who's on the phone. His name is Bob. He does this, he does this, he does this. Because these are your people, so you know them. So always let us know who we're talking to and what they do, so we can use that as leverage. And you always edify the person that you're going to call to do the three-way call. He's a leader. He's amazing. He's built a group. He's made this, 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 this. That way, those two key factors work together, and there is no stopping that yes. Because number one, this is the person you just saw and you told me you loved. Number two, this is what he helped me do in this company. And number three, I'm going to introduce him to you.
Absolutely. Let me go over here. Thank you, Johnny. I'm going to answer some else questions in a minute. I've tried to in the chat, but here's the bottom line. Let me go back to my slide. Go back, and I go around in circles like Megan and Reagan, they laugh at me, but this is how I do things, go back around. So let me go back around to my circle, right? Y'all remember I said I didn't call anyone for 30 days. I didn't do that because I had questions and I was overthinking, and I was trying to, I didn't want people to think I was weird or just whatever, like all these things. And I know you feel those things because everyone does, right? But then the person that came to my call that I finally called 30 days later, she had a call, 80 people signed up, and within 30 days herself, she was already at $1,250 a week easily. At the same time, when I had started calling everybody and I invited her, I started building and developing leaders. And within those 30 days, I was at 10,000 a month, because I just said, I'm going to go for this. I'm going to do it. Let me give it 30, 60, 90 days. And actually I said, let me give this 90 days and really see if this works. And you know what? What do I have to lose? Because I've done some sort of sales. I did insurance sales. I've always done sales in my life of some sort, business development, whatever you want to call it, right? And I'm like, what do I really have to lose? Let me just try it for 90 days. So I always say I started that first 30 days. Then after that, around 30 days, that's when I actually did what I was supposed to do. And it took me 30 days. So really it took me 60 days because I was in the business for 60 days. But it really took me 30 days of hard work to get where I needed to be. And when I say hard work, I'm not going to lie, you guys. JVN was on the phone with me, on the Zoom with me. Well, I'm sleeping. Like I'm asleep at my computer. Someone wake me up. My husband's bringing me food to shovel in my mouth. I was working 20 something hours a day. This is not a get rich quick thing. If you want to build massively that quickly, it is so much work. so much work, but I never spent a dime on marketing. I paid once to get into the company. And then I was making 125 a week and it was paying my company membership fees. And then obviously after that, I didn't. After that company and I went to a next one, again, I was working with Megan, Reagan, Dre, et cetera, same type of company. I paid one time. And this time it took me 7 days and it took Javian 7 days to get where he hadn't been. It took us places that we didn't know because we had built this team and these people. And I'm not going to say we didn't start over a bunch of times. I'm not going to say we didn't make mistakes, but what we did is turned off everything in our life for at least 30 days to see where it would go. And it took us to a place that was great. So I'm telling you from my experience, you can do these things, but you have to work hard. You have to call everyone you know. You have to, if you sign up 2 people or 4 or 10 or 20, you need to find the people like you and develop them to do the same thing you did. And don't get stuck. Someone said, oh, I'm just like you. I get stuck on that. And absolutely 1,000%, you're going to get stuck. Some people, Brittany, yes, they pay for advertising. I have never, ever, ever, ever paid for advertising. Had I paid, maybe I wouldn't have worked 22 hours a day. I don't know. I can't tell you that. Right. So what I would do absolutely is, do what is authentic to you. A lot of people get a lot of traction from going on Facebook and just talking about, yes, organic. Yeah. Talking about, just get on your Facebook, and just talk about, I've got this one girl that's on my Facebook that I know from this small town, and she does, I don't know what it's called. It's something where you take these drink things and you can lose weight if you drink them or something. I don't know. It doesn't even matter. The point is that she's always so happy. She gets on and she's talking about her life and how happy she is and, her family, and she's just sharing her world, and her world involves the fact that she's found this product that is changing her life and making her feel better and healthy. And it's got her moving and doing things. And it's just like, oh my gosh, I really like that. Now, I can tell you guys that do this, it takes hours to also make those videos. It's not super easy. So the whole point of this is nothing is super easy. Nothing is going to get you rich quick. I promise you. Will you make a lot of money if you work very hard, especially in this program and the plan we have? Absolutely. But if you develop more leaders and show them how to do things, your life will be easier. I promise you. Magnetic personality, absolutely. Organic does work. So thank you all. I'm going to stop the training for this, so it's a different video as well.
Recording stopped.
So, Javian just dropped the Google Doc in the chat, and this Google Doc is for the people that made a payment and it didn't show up. And we're not talking green money, we're talking the other ones. But if you made a payment, it didn't show up. If your downline made a payment, it didn't show up. Google form is right there. Please go fill it out so we can get you fixed and make sure everything is right. As far as payments, the payments for international will be turned on a little bit later. Don't worry, everything will be taken care of. And y'all, no one's going to be left behind. We promise everyone will be made right, but there are thousands and thousands of you, and we want to make sure that everyone gets taken care of and everything's made right as we move on. Thank you very much, Brittany and I hope I'm saying it right, Kaya and Andrew and Latrice and everyone. Thank you. And just have a great day. If you need anything, ask in the chat. Don't forget, Megan will be on tonight at 8 p.m. I'm super excited. So gather the troops to be on that call. All right. Cutoff. You know what? I don't know. We'll see. We promise you no one's going to be left behind. So I know the cutoff was said on the 20th, but we want to make sure that everyone is made right and they get what they have asked for, and we've told them and all of that. So we want to keep dates, but it's very impossible to do that. So thank you very much, you guys. Have a great day.